Just a shit. For every rhyme I write, it's 25 to life. Do it so much trust safeguard in my life. Ain't no time for hesitation. The only least thing you don't know me, there's no relation.
2K Sports pregame show.
NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson with colleagues Shaq and Ken Smith. We'll watch the visiting squad as they go up against the home team. Taking a look at this home squad, they split the season series against these guys last season, 2 games apiece. Should be a good one tonight. Tonight, 2 teams that have had great success, the kind of battle that could have future ramifications. Kenny, these teams may have to play each other again down the road in the playoffs. How can they set the tone here?
Oh, send a message. Even if you got to write it and give it to the ball boy to take down to the other bench, you send that message that we're here to play, and this is how it's going to be today.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. The Philadelphia 76ers preparing to defend home court in this Eastern Conference battle. And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, guys, Kristaps Porzingis was taken with the pick in 2015, and he considered a project.
I think scary is Porzingis is only going to get better. That kind of fearlessness will help him in the long run. For a young player, Clark, it's adjusting to the speed of the NBA and the length of the zone. How do you power through that rookie wall? How do you survive that?
No magic formula, Kevin. You just have to stay, because it comes in different times for different players. For me, it was after about 60 games. I was a starter playing 34, 32 a game. Combination of fatigue and just times more games than I'd ever played in my career. So you fight through it, stay with your habits, stay with your preparation, and eventually you find your legs.
Starting group for the visitors. Russell Westbrook, and it's Durant, and it's Nikola Jokic, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the 3 slot. Now here's James. With a screen on Antetokounmpo. No one near. He lets it go. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And Kevin, that 3-ball of Curry, you feel like it's going in as soon as he lets it go, no matter where, at what angle, or how deep.
Jokic against him. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, big time putback. They motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
As it goes.
And George is very capable at knocking down the shot to me because of his size and stroke and ball handling and strength. He's able to shoot over good defense and knock them down.
Can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right that pass? Money.
Embiid, nope.
Boy, the defense was great. Superb, stellar, platinum level. Can't really contest that shot any better than that.
To Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Yep, it counts. Westbrook's got his first points of the night.
And you know, Westbrook is fearless. Likes getting deep inside and finishing around the rim and plays tap hold all the time.
In the corner, Harden sinks the three-pointer. Harden's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good shot.
Westbrook gets to Durant. He's at the pick. To Westbrook. There's the 3. And James pulls it down. Gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. It's Westbrook with the drive. Shoots over Curry. Westbrook missing again. Gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Got it piece of it. It's Solomon to Kumbo, and they're running. Here's Crawford. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
That giant wingspan of Antetokounmpo, man, wreaking havoc on opposing players and really mucking up passing lanes too, man. He can be everywhere with that ferocious motor and those long arms.
One shot.
James with it. Coming off a stellar performance against Boston. And B with the screen on Antetokounmpo.
There we go. Get it up.
James against Antetokounmpo. No good from LeBron. Gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Oh, and a jam by Westbrook.
You know, even though Antetokounmpo is a bigger guy, longer guy, he handles and passes like a point guard. I mean, it's for how he can set up his teammates for good shots. Boy, it's surprising that he clunked that one. I mean, especially since the defense was nowhere to be found.
Jokic's screen. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he was fouled. 2 free throws now for him. Now you watch Giannis out there. He just looked unstoppable, Greg, at times. The way he's able to attack the rim, the blend of size, speed, and length is just unparalleled in the NBA.
And it's the movement that throws you off with Giannis. One step, and he's gone from the 3 line to the rim. There isn't any who's that big.
And so he hits both.
You know, Kevin, when you watch Giannis, it's impossible to not see how much he impacts the game. I mean, you can never feel comfortable as an opposing team when Giannis is in action at either end of the floor. Offensively, he's a problem, and defensively, he's a nightmare.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
Well, you know, Greg, they can count on him to get buckets. I mean, he's getting the ball because he's very efficient when he has it.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He had a home outing in their last game against Miami.
Kudos to him for his energy, especially on the glass where he was an absolute beast.
And the stats for Giannis are equally impressive categories in the box score he can fill up. Gary Clark is that he's on the surface.
He's such a young guy. You forget about it because his game has a maturity to it, even though you see a rawness to it as well. I mean, this guy has a tremendous upside. I think he's a player that could be one of the most unique players we've ever had in the league.
The first one falls.
And James, a natural leader. Someone his teammates look up to. He just has that commanding presence.
Hey, when he comes off, grab it, baby. Hey, man, you want this guy? We're going to shoot her, huh?
That one is no good.
And I'm just not sure the league has ever seen intimidating slasher than LeBron James. A 6-foot train. He's so strong, so quick. And if he gets a shoulder on you,
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. He averages nearly 12 points a game.
like how confident when he is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
LeBron always feels like he can get past his man. It's that next level of the D he focuses on.
And if I'm the help, I play him for the pass. I don't want to be in that poster. Maybe the most devastating finisher in league history.
To the inside. Here's Durant. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in goals like that, it also takes pressure off your career, too.
Now here's Harden. He's got 5. Outside Curry. 6 to shoot. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And it's 6 points for Steph Curry.
Man, I have great appreciation for the IQ of Stephen Curry. I mean, once the ball hits his hands, guys, you know he's thinking about letting it go.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
And a lot of scoring here early on. This is the type of game that you love to see.
Tell you what, to the point where you assume every shot is going to go down. I mean, nobody's missing out there.
Here's Jokic. Paul George making his last shot. It's over Embiid. A rebound by Paul George.
That's a good shot. Even though it couldn't find the bottom of the bucket, I like the shot quality.
Curry, a screen on Westbrook. Pass to Harden. This one for 3. Misses his second shot in 4 attempts from the field. Gone 4-2 from DJ. Antetokounmpo with the ball. He's picked up by James. Put it back up. Crawford, no luck. Gone 3 of 5 from 3-point land so far in the ballgame. They set the pick. Embiid with a screen on Crawford. Here's Curry with the 3. Throws it from outside. Curry's got 9.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 are from 3-point range.
Antetokounmpo dishes. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo.
Now a moment to see the numbers for LeBron James. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. Averaging 15 points a game, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And the numbers, while pretty outstanding, I mean, we've now come to expect that.
Completely in harmony with what his coach is trying to do there. Just a marvelous all-around talent.
Gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Here's DeRozan. And it's all evened up. DeRozan's got his first bucket in this one.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is going to be an easy night for you.
Irving kicks to Westbrook. Towns the screen. Westbrook against DeRozan. From 12 feet out. And that's good for 2. He's got 8.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Embiid the screen. Outside DeRozan. Down low. Stolen by Durant. Westbrook kicks to Antetokounmpo. Embiid with the steal. Here's DeRozan. Dance is averaging around 9.5 points a game. Ball kicks to LeBron. And the rebound by Antetokounmpo.
And the long Antetokounmpo, I mean, stretches for 2 shots, gentlemen. And because of that, he's excellent at challenging shots.
And this is his second trip to the line.
And he's shooting his free throws to the tune of 75% this season. Fairly standard numbers.
Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line. And those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by.
The first free throw is good. And Clark, you've seen so many college and NBA games. What skill or mindset do you see as the best predictor for when a college player is going to be an NBA star?
Well, it's hard to predict stardom, but clearly things that transfer from a skill standpoint from the NBA, at least historically, have been the ability to rebound at a high rate. That seems to always make its way from college to the pro game. The proficiency of your skill set in terms of ball handling, shooting, and then I would say at the point guard position, the ability to run a team usually transfers. When you can get other people's shots and understand flow and time and score and situation, that doesn't leave you from the college to the pro game.
Anthony's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Gone 0-3 from 3-point land. Nothing. Switch to Anthony. Up again, and it's Town on the follow. Town is first bucket of the night.
Point off misses, that's easy buckets. Something Towns has the length and tenacity to do on a regular basis.
Towns against Embiid. Shoots over Towns. Embiid, no good.
He's still fighting it. Sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. He's trying to get in the rhythm, but right now, he's playing hard, but he's hurting his team.
Now, here is Irving. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
And Irving is comfortable running the offense. When a teammate's open, he's quick to whip it around and get him a good look.
Here's Fultz, trailing by 5. Embiid. Here's Wall, and he converts the layup.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, 8 points for him. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Porzingis, and Joel Embiid pulls it down. Gets to DeRozan. With 4 seconds on the clock, Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
Right back after this break. We caught up with Kyrie Irving earlier, and he talked a little bit about expectations for himself and his team.
We expect so much out of each other every single night, and the team is going to go as hard as we go, as well as the other pieces that we have on the team. But we have to control it from a standpoint that we have to play off each other.
Kyrie reminding us not just the expectations of the fans and the media, also perhaps the most demanding of all are the they've got for each other.
Oh yeah. They're constantly trying to manage expectations while still demanding the best from one another. And I got to tell you, it's fun to watch.
Either team able to build much of a lead up to the start of the second quarter. And look, guys from the visiting team, what do you think?
In that first quarter, the pressure D seems to be causing a lot of trouble.
Just jumped all over him, Greg. I mean, pounced on him, using their length and quickness to come away with those steals.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. You've got Wall, DeRozan out there with Draymond Green, and there's Fultz, and it's Embiid in at the 5 spot.
Simmons absolutely in his comfort zone near the rim. I mean, uses his body extremely well. Typically gets exactly the kind of shot he wants.
Passes up to Irving. To the paint, deflects the pass. It's stolen by. And on our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Karl Anthony Towns was voted by GMs last season as the player they most want to build the franchise. He is not on his laurels. He said, I work hard on my game. I want to be the strongest player, the most intelligent player, and the most skilled player on the court at all times. Kevin?
Thanks, David. That work ethic will definitely help.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
And they pick up.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start. Definitely now.
Simmons putting on over 30 pounds of muscle going into his rookie season. Do you think there was any connection between extra weight and the broken bone he suffered in his foot?
I can certainly understand why people might speculate that, but I'm going to go there. Clearly, strength is more important than additional weight, and those kinds of injuries do tend to go overuse, though, Kevin.
Anthony with the bucket.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous, can shoot, and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Start it. You know, you watch Karl Anthony Towns, and he just epitomized the NBA big man. Extremely versatile, an in and outside at both ends of the floor, and has a fluidity to his game that belies his size.
Minutes in the second. Nobody in here. That nice feed that time. And with Town, the just look there sometimes.
Kevin, he played guard before a big growth spurt. I think that clearly helped with his skills, and that's why he's so comfortable creating a situation for a guy like him to revolutionize what a low block player can do.
And you see Markelle Fultz and how he finished hyped coming in. Change that to 1 season.
That final year, Fultz grew a full 3 inches. I think that helped move him into the elite range. At 6'5", with that 6'10" wingspan, he has the special size that you look for.
Two shots.
Really was the lone bright spot on an underachieving college team.
Baby. Nah, man, you get little guy. Yeah, I got him. Hey, you get shooter. I got him. You got this guy right here? Yeah, I got big man.
And the first one at the line is good.
And, you know, Fultz is a guy who can easily take over a game if you give him an opportunity to. He's very confident skills.
Brown is checked in for DeMar DeRozan.
Come on. You got shooter, huh? Hey, let me get big man. Hey, when he comes off, grab it, baby.
Hey, just box it.
He hits both from the stripe. We look at some of the younger talent, Clark, and there's a lot of great young players. Who do you think might make the jump to superstar status in a few short years?
I tell you what, if he can stay healthy, Joel Embiid is special. Man, Devin Booker, I like, fun to watch, great shooter. I give a nod to Joel Embiid. This guy is graceful, he's big, he's strong, and highly skilled.
The shot's good from Irving.
Oh, that's great. Petty larceny as he just picks his pocket and takes it coast to coast for the finish.
Green with a screen for Brown. Now the dish to Green. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. 3-on-3. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Boy, what's most impressive about Simmons is how he finds the open man so consistently. The vision, the unselfishness. That's what you want to see out of him.
Now here's Fultz. Dishes it to Brown. Feeds it to Walker. Shot's good. Brown making the play.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
And here's Irving. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here's Simmons. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Stolen by Walker. And that one's good, George. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
Gotta like whenever PG gets inside. Big, long presence, who also has ball skills, excellent feel for staying.
Now here's Anthony. He's coming off a 10-point game against Miami. George passes to Green. Now Fultz. He dishes it to George. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got his 3rd rebound on the
Third rebound hold in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
And that one's good, Anthony.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
Well, you could feel the clock ticking for Melo's time in New York, and this offseason, it finally ended, Greg.
Yeah, and for a team like this to add Melo to the mix, what a blessing. I mean, Melo still has a ton of offense to offer, and hard to add a player so skilled as Melo for practically nothing.
James Harden, he's checked in for Fultz. Got their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Brown outside. Harden outside. He feeds it to Green. Lets the 3 fly. Harden's shot is off. Gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. Durant dishes to Irving. Antetokounmpo kicks to Irving. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists in the game. Now here's Walker. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Another miss by Harden.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Irving kicks to Durant. The pass to Jokic. Tipped away. Puts it off. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Brown. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. To stop the run. And it's off the rim, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Kumbo passes to, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Easy for him.
Jokic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Some tough offensive set, turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some.
George against Durant. Puts it up. A nice shot by George. George has got 11 points.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Antetokounmpo and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And this is a beast, the Greek freak, a dominant player on the offensive end.
Brown outside. Here's one. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
Good. Resplendent release on the executed correctly. It's a beautiful, effective shot.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Russell Westbrook in for Jamal Crawford.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Mark, in your rookie season in the NBA, did you ever have a welcome to the end moment, you know, a player sequence where you were really introduced to how unforgiving the NBA can truly be?
Yeah, my first night out, Spencer Haywood ran me in circles, and I shot 2 for 17, scored 6
shots, gentlemen.
points, and he was in my head from the very beginning. Thankfully, the Pacers won that game because it was a forgettable night other than that. But Spencer Haywood, even to this day, when I bump into him, reminds me of how he disrupted me and distracted me in that first game of my rookie season.
The free throw drops for Russell. And when you watch Russell Westbrook play, he's one of the most competitive players in the NBA.
And the way he attacked the rim and with just no abandon. I mean, this guy is no joke. Absolutely wills himself and his team to just do things that few others, and in relentless from the first quarter to the last whistle.
And Westbrook makes it.
And one thing you have to say about Westbrook, he is an absolute star. I mean, the type of player you can build around and win with. Just the total package on the offensive end of the floor. They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebound, certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Now here's Durant. John Wall on the shot clock. Durant and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the time, so he'll 2 right here. That one on Embiid. The numbers Westbrook put up last his MVP run, Greg, just staggering.
And you figured his numbers would get a bump. This guy averaged a triple-double. I mean, arguably the most impactful superstar in the league.
That's good for Durant.
And they have missed a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. Done exactly that. Made them pay.
DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for James Harden. And so he hits both. For Kevin Durant made his decision lead the Oklahoma City Thunder instantly to the most potent players in the NBA.
Listen, Kevin Durant has always been a star in this league, but now he's become the story. It's something that he can handle, but doesn't to seek out. Was able to prove all the naysayers wrong and just having another amazing season.
Here's Westbrook following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his fifth make on 9 shots from the floor.
Man, you got to admire Westbrook takes over games. I mean, an offensive juggernaut who is tenacious when it comes to scoring.
Now, here's Stevenson. He's been patient, so nothing yet on the scoreboard. 8 feet away. Antetokounmpo on has got so far in the game. 8 difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Does a good D by Steve. James kicks the There's the feed to James. Would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline.
An unsung part of Durant's game. It has the instincts and length at a number of positions.
And so it's the visiting team taking a 19-point lead into the break. Their defensive mindset clearly focused on clamping down on LeBron James and their game plan. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by court. David.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
So I come out with a intense focus that other teams just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm and we have a great tempo, so just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time to check out the first half of action. It was all Westbrook in the first quarter. He had 12 points, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. What did you think about the visiting team?
Well, we can't look past the huge contribution their benches. They've got this lead mainly because of the injection of energy and offense that they got from their reserves. That's what a coach wants to see. Guessing the minutes will be spread out a little bit in the second half.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the
struggle in a number of areas. They haven't made the priority. They haven't put forth a whole lot of effort. You got to protect the rim.
And that's all we can do for now. As the second half begins, we get you back to Kevin Harlan.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but anything can happen. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this.
And through the first 2 periods, it seemed he got to the paint whenever he wanted to, just a slasher's mentality.
Yeah, good things happen when he cuts to the rim, Greg, and you cut into the heart of the defense like that, makes things easy.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. And the home team has possession. 19-point game.
And this game kicks off a 4-game season series between the 2 teams.
2 conference foes, guys, looking to take game 1 tonight. Yeah, very interesting to see who can land the first blow.
We've got Durant offered out there with Russell Westbrook. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Jokic in at the center. And it's sent back by George.
Well, I tell you what, Paul George is so tough on defense. Love the way he gets after people. He's excellent at staying in the play as well as staying in his stance so he can come up with rejections and deflection.
So here's Westbrook. Paul George making his last shot. Durant kicks to Westbrook. From outside, off the mark. Gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Here's Harden. And Durant sent back
And Durant isn't just a powerhouse on offense. He also has a great sense of timing for when to block shots.
He's their go-to guy, and when he the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Crawford against Harden. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Harden's got 7 points in the game.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Crawford kicks to Durant. The screen. Corner shot. Durant, no good.
And, 1 for 4, not a good start. They got to play with a little more energy this half.
It's Curry outside. Embiid. And Embiid is right there.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly that spot.
And so he draws the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. That one on Embiid.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Curry kicks to another miss by Curry. Gotten just one of their 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Westbrook dishes to Durant. Over George, and that one off the back of the rim and in. 16 points for Kevin Durant.
Man, he gets it done in bunches, does Durant. He's a superb scorer. You've just got to marvel at his greatness.
And the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they've got to talk about.
Absolutely, Greg. I mean, they're getting crushed, killed, hammered, pulverized.
Shooting at all teams' depth. Let's see the league's best.
And here we've got 2 teams shooting the ball so well on the season, and neither one pulled the trigger. Great matchup.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. There's a screen. Harden kicks to Curry. From George. Rebound Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And he stepped in the line, so they turn it over. And we see a chart here for the shooting performance so far for Durant.
Well, that is what it looks like when you are in the zone. He's been efficient with his scoring and is leading the way for his team on offense. With every make, you can see the confidence growing. And I don't think he'll slow down anytime soon.
Going an even 50% from in the third quarter. Harden against Crawford. Steps back and shoots. Harden.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And pulling up for the jumper in transition, not how you draw. I don't think it holds.
Embiid the screen. There's the pit. Outside. 5 to shoot. Looking again.
Exactly striping them from deep half. Still.
Westbrook can't get gone into his 3-point range. 5 here in the third. LeBron James, he stated very publicly, especially last year in the finals, chasing Mike to be the best ever.
Point. He Harden with 6 titles. Hard to see her passing that. Has to be conversation, an achievement.
Westbrook missing again.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That's what I call it. Good execution, just didn't knock it down. But you're right. They're happy.
To the middle. Stolen down to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. In the corner, Harden. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 5 assists tonight.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
Here's Westbrook. Call up against Jokic.
Loose ball.
That's foul number 2
Go the
for
other
him.
way.
Team's changing it up here. Gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Curry kicks to Brown. From outside, off the mark.
And physically, they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Green by Porzingis. For 3, Westbrook. Another shot. Kicks it out to Crawford. Finds himself wide open.
Timeout.
Crawford's got 8 points.
Start it.
And watching Porzingis, you forget how tall he is in terms of how he moves, how quick he is, but also that skill set. It's incredible that his size won the skills competition in All-Stars.
Walker's checked in. Half their shots to drop and half up to 7. And that is what fought events about Porzingis. Most of the highlights, Greg, is block dunks, but if you watch his game, you see that skill up.
It's rare to see a player who's the complete package like Porzingis. I mean, he's fluid. He's got the easy looking. It almost looks like he's a guard shooting the basketball, comfortable creating for himself or playing off others.
Gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Simmons on the wing. James against Simmons. The shot misses. Good D by James. Now here's Fultz. He's cut. Brown outside. Embiid the screen. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts for one more here.
Man, you got to respect and appreciate how polished LeBron is inside. I mean, he really excels at creating opportunities for himself close to the rim.
He shot 2 free throws in the game and missed one. Karl Anthony Towns checked for Russell Westbrook.
One shot. Mind the lanes.
Free throw good, LeBron. Thing has just been outside 56% game. Irving passes to Towns. Goes up with a strike. And that one comes up a bit better than 53% since halftime. Shooting 8 of 15. DeRozan hits.
No shot.
Back to DeRozan. Ball, and that one single digit. And the rejections. And he gets it back. It goes down 2 points. Doing it well here in the third, about 50%. Embiid. There's the screen. And Wall kicks to LeBron. It's out of bounds. They say it's touched by Towns. And now it's time for the rookie. This is the newest crop of playmakers. EA. 5th on the
a number of gifters entering the NBA. He's right up the best. I love what I've seen from him as a distributor.
I mean, he's always the open man, Greg. Eyes seem to be all over in the back of his head as well. His arrow is definitely pointing up as a playmaker.
Walker.
There's LeBron. James throws it.
How this run on the verge, tying it up. The lead.
Unreal turnaround. And I give credit to the defense defense right along with what they did on offense. The defense actually gave them the spark they needed.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 6, shoots over Walker, and a kind roll at the rim. It's at 4 points this quarter.
Can't shake Simmons. They use hit these kinds of plays right.
Walker, LeBron. With the screen on Porzingis. LeBron. A target with the open look.
You know, where was the defense there, Kevin? I mean, even though he missed it, that was not a good effort.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 30. Antetokounmpo's got 7.
All you can do is try to get a hand at those things. I mean, just a long player who utilizes his high release point really quite nicely.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Irving kicks to Antetokounmpo. And the rejection by James. Outside Wall. DeRozan in the corner. Outside Walker. Good. DeRozan picking up the assists. 9 points for Walker.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's the key for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication.
Here's her. Count that one. 7 points in the game.
Yeah, you know, you got to appreciate the speed of Kyrie Irving. I mean, incredible at finding different ways to get to the basket, and he is not afraid of anybody.
Now here's Wall. Taking a look at his numbers, he averaged 7 points a game. And two coming up, unable to get that one to go. Contact. I think everyone gets John Wall, better point guards in the NBA.
No doubt. At this point, when you factor in his production, he's got to be in the top 5, if not top 3 guards in the league. One of the better passers we have as well. It's just hard to find guards that can create so easily the way Wall can.
That's missing.
I appreciate the brilliance of Wall. Super fast, quick player, a guy who runs the offense really well.
Lance Stevenson's checked in for Kemba Walker.
The 18th time it's happened in this game.
That's off as well, so he misses both. Well, Towns does so many things on the floor, already an elite post scorer. But, Greg, one area that he has struggled with at times is his defense against other bigs.
And I think he'll continue to improve in that area. What happens with young guys, though, is often you're in prove how good I am mode when you're young, and you lose sight of some of the things that help you win games. And I think that's one reason why he had one of the worst defensive RPMs in the entire league. But young tend to take a bit longer to develop into great defenders, and I expect he will follow in that line.
36 seconds left to play here in the third. Outside Wall. He kicks it to DeRozan in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Embiid the screen. Pass to Stevenson. He tries for 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. A nice shot by Irving.
I love the three-point shooting of Irving. Excellent at dialing it in. You've got to respect his range.
Stevenson passes to Wall. He gets it up. No good on that look there. And so it's the visiting team with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've been giving John Wall all sorts of problems. He still hasn't been able to solve their defense. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. We've got Lance Stevenson. LeBron James is out there with Paul George. And it's Wall. And it's DeRozan in a 2-ball. Now, here's George. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns. Crawford with the ball. Kicks to Irving. Outside, Porzingis.
Crawford.
Here's Towns. And a wide open look for Irving. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. And that's 13 points for Kyrie Irving.
Vision of Towns, sees the whole floor. Finds an unguarded teammate there.
Oh, what a pass, and then he lays it in with the circus move.
Smooth.
He could have messed that up trying for a big slam. Nice work going to the layup.
Porzingis sets the pick for Durant. Passes it to Porzingis. And he gets the bucket.
Boy, the defense looked helpless there. I mean, he's going to lay it up every time when he's got a smaller defender on.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Wall kicks to George. The dish now to DeRozan. Count it.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
Gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter play. Irving kicks to Porzingis. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on George.
And, you know, Porzingis plays with such fearlessness. I love that about him. And he's also a big guy with some agility and endless range. This guy has in the gym range, if anybody has that.
Two shots.
And that one misses, so it's both teams making substitutions here. Good on the second free throw. And the home team has possession. They trail by 18. Curry against Westbrook.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that.
Agree with you there, partner, because that screen really freed him up nicely, and that's a shot that if you're a pro, you need to make that one.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Yeah, that was actually no defense at all there, Greg. I mean, layups don't come any easier than that. I mean, they're piling it on now.
Gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. To the inside. Gets a hand on it. Porzingis is getting it done tonight. Efficiently here from the floor. 6 of 10 so far. He's at the pick. Harden against Crawford. Harden's shot is off.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific defense.
Yeah, excellent extension on the block. Superb timing as well. Away.
Odd pass to George. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Durant in the corner. Outside Westbrook. Jokic's screen. Westbrook with it. And Curry picks him up defensively from 13. The second effort. Second chance shot. And it's Porzingis getting it to go.
Pretty much all coming from inside the paint now.
Hey, help out Harden! Help out Harden!
On the wing, Harden. Guarded by Crawford. Crawford with... Over Harden. He can't get that one.
Boy, Kevin, he just clanked that one. I mean, surprising because the defense wasn't really in the picture.
And here's George for 3. James on the follow.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can, Kevin. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. George against Parker. Well, the commissioner said the NBA will review, Clark, the one and done rule for college players. Any idea how that will change, if it will at all?
You know what? I'm not sure, Kevin. Quite honestly, when this rule was instituted about 10 years ago now, 10 or 11 years ago, I thought it would be good. I felt 1 year of college, if I was fully invested in that experience, would be better than no years. But I also understand college is not for everybody. And I'm actually of the mindset now that you should be allowed to leave right out of high school if you so choose. But if you do go to college, I would like there be a rule in place that there's a commitment to 2 years. I just think that would benefit all involved. The players, the universities, and I think the NBA would get a more mature and NBA-ready prospect. That being said, I think we're going to end up, kind of where we are right now. I don't know if anything is going to change in the near future.
Not as long. Gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. And George kicks to Brown. Green with a screen for Brown. Taken away by Anthony. And even 3-on-3 break. Dishes to Wiggins. Feeds to Westbrook. Back to Wiggins. Jokic a screen. And that good Wiggins.
Tell you what, for a small forward, Wiggins is strong inside of me and only growing in confidence too. That's scary for the opposition.
Now here's Fultz. Green with a screen on Anthony. Teardrop shot. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony. Simmons checked in for Parker.
Yeah, Walker!
Fultz kicks to Brown. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. To the paint. And Wiggins.
Nicely executed play there. The pass on target and with the explosive finish.
And taking a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
The call up against Jokic. That's his third foul of the game. Lance Stephenson's checked in for Fultz. Embiid the screen. Back to Stevenson. Walker in the corner. 6 to shoot. Nice dingus. Anthony again. Gets the front of the rim and out.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had room to finish that one.
He dishes it to Brown. Westbrook with this.
Hey, get Westbrook!
Clark, when you played, you were the classic power forward. Forwards now are asked to do so much in terms of skill set on the floor. Just has their position changed in the last few decades.
In some ways, Kevin, it's become a little more specialized. I mean, you have wing players now that fall into that forward category. But guys between 6'6" and 6'10" now are playing on the wing, which means you've got to be able to move your feet and defend. Versatile players at that position. You've got to be able to handle the ball and make plays, ideally, get shots, score the ball, and rebound effectively. So that's always been, I thought, the 2 and 3 positions, which are wings now. Those positions are the most demanding in the league of both sides of the power forward position has become somewhat like that now, because of the size and versatility and skill set of so many of those bigger players. But I think the demands are pretty much the same. The one thing that changed is the fact that you have to play out on the floor more and in space, which means you've got to be a little more athletic if you're going to be part of a small ball lineup.
Here's James. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. LeBron's got 4 points this quarter. Brown against Wiggins. He feeds it to Westbrook. And the pass to Simmons. Westbrook kicks to Simmons. Lock at 6. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Karl Anthony in for Porzingis. There's 1:54 left of the quarter. Towel. And that one's good. Simmons got 9.5.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense even tried it.
James dishes to Green. And the rejection by Towns. The screen on Westbrook. James left side. Goes back up. Just 5 on the clock. Simmons defensive effort. Being 56% in this game. Really stringing quality possessions together offensively. To the inside. And the dunk by Towns.
The attitude of Westbrook continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to increase for his teammates.
Green, the screen. They set the pick. And Walker kicks to Stevenson. Floats it up. Outside, Walker. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And Simmons kicks to Westbrook. Towns sets the pick for Westbrook. Pass to Towns. He trains the turnaround jump shot.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
As long as required, Greg. I mean, you can tell they're wanting to bet.
8 seconds the shot clock and the game clock. Another miss by James. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they can with the outcome.
Anthony.
Outside. The visiting club takes the win on the road. Chickens building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, KP, you guys got out on a break tonight. How did you get into transition so easily?
Yeah, we want to play faster, and that's what we try to do whenever they miss. We try to run, move the ball quick, and get easy buckets.
And you were able to beat them down the floor tonight. Thanks a lot for your time. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. See you later.